Hey everybody, what is going on? My name is Marv Gaming, and today I'm bringing you guys another Bullet Force beta video. Now, yesterday, the new update for the beta came out, and this is my video on feedback, suggestions, and ideas and complaints. Now, first off, I just want to say, this is probably the best update ever. The game feels so much more polished and smooth, and it feels like a AAA first-person shooter. The first thing I want to touch on is this little graphics bug on the main menu. By the way, the soldier here looks absolutely awesome. I just want to say, but you can see the flickering. I don't know if that's a bug on my end or a bug on, let's say, the coding's end, but I just want to, mention that. The next thing I want to touch on is the multiplayer improvements and stuff like that. Now, obviously, you can see that the menus have changed, and that is awesome, and the map loading screen. This makes it feel so much more like a AAA shooter. It just feels so good. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Killstreaks. Now, as you can see near my grenade icon, there are 3 new or actually there are 4, but I can only equip 3. The new Killstreaks are UAV, Counter UAV, Super Soldier, and it's sort of like a VSAT. I forgot what it's called, but it does everything a UAV would do, but the enemies are triangles, so you can see which direction they're going. So if you know what a VSAT is from Black Ops 2, it's sort of like that. Now, what I want to touch on in terms of Killstreaks is 2 things. The first thing is Super Soldier, and right now on screen, obviously you can see it says enemy UAV inbound. The issue I have with this is mainly because it just really gets in the way of action and everything. It looks big, and I would prefer more of an audio cue where, it says enemy UAV inbound, or, something like that, or just a little icon on the corner of the screen that maybe shows a player name and then UAV, counter UAV, or something like that. I just kind of think that the fact that it's, huge and in bold letters and stuff like that, just kind of disturbs gameplay and all that sort of thing. The next thing I want to talk about is Super Soldier, which is I believe it's the highest kill streak you can get. It requires 10 kills, and basically what it does is it increases damage output. And that's something I kind of want to talk about, obviously. My issue with that is I believe in any first-person shooter, whether it be free-to-play or not, there should be no damage output in no way, shape, or form that it will increase damage. I know this almost doesn't make sense, but for the sake of balance and things like that, you obviously have to have a counter to this, which is kind of hard to think of. But I think a suggestion could be something like either better accuracy, lower recoil, or something along that lines. I just think damage, more damage output is not necessarily overpowered, but I just don't think it fits in. The next thing I want to talk about is counter UAVs, which is kind of off topic here. It's just a bug where whenever there is a counter UAV, it doesn't really do its job. If somebody during this gameplay managed to achieve a counter UAV, you can see on the map it says no signal, which obviously is really nice, but you can still clearly see enemies and teammates walking around and things like that. Also, for some reason, the mini-map gets a bit bigger. It's kind of hard to notice, but that's really just a bug, at least I'm assuming, that will be patched. But, yeah, that's basically all of my suggestions and improvements and complaints about Bullet Force. As I said, this game is gonna be great. It's really just amazing that when you have a determined developer, this is what, this is what you can make of it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next video.